as Mark Davis continues to take a look at the score table.
Yeah, that was definitely...
Instant replay confirms that the illegal contact occurred prior to the expiration of the shot clock.
See, I was
We set the game clock to 8:25.
Right, I was about to say that, so I could keep my streak going. Stan Van Gundy has a streak. I wanted to start a streak as well, but I was a little too slow right there. It's pretty obvious.
Can't be hesitant. Take it from Stan. So, Grant, this could potentially be a 4-point play here for Phoenix. They were down 6 right before that last break. Bridges, 15 points. So, 4-point possession for the Suns. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. But, Grant, you just think of the load and the burden that Bridges has taken on for this team at both ends of the floor. We know about his defense, but with all the injuries that they've had, it's just amazing how much he's had on his plate as Brooks takes flight for Memphis.
And Brooks attacking, getting downhill in the paint this second half, but Bridges really being stretched during this part of the season with all the injuries and delivering.
As Landry Shamet on a 3. Off the floor comes Desmond Bane. A shovel pass. Morant. Nice seal underneath by the interior of that Phoenix defense.
Good job shifting and anticipating the drive. DeAndre Ayton just got in the way, was able to roll up John Morant on that drive there. But, man, everything he does, even just get a pass is so much fun to watch. This young man, so explosive, so fast. Fun to watch.
Staring in background, but he's still 23 years old. Desmond Bane sticks it. Precision three-point shooting from Bane. He's got 21 points for the Grizzlies. Landry Shamet back in the lineup tonight for Phoenix. Inside the shot at contact against Shadic. And more free throws for the Grizzlies.
And Memphis so good. Like you said, we talked earlier. They get a steal. They really fly down the court.
Yeah, I care about you in this game. I don't care about your team.
Take advantage of the
Okay, we're done speaking about this now.
The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Clorox. We're unstoppable when we start pulling points for the Grizzlies. They turn it over. Brooks. Jackson. And contact against Shadic. And more free throws for the Grizzlies.
And Memphis so good. Like you said, we talked earlier. When they get a steal, they really fly down the court. Guys are...
And contact against Shadic. And more free throws for the Grizzlies.
And Memphis so good. Like you said, we talked earlier.
He is brought to you by Clorox. We're unstoppable when we start. For a Memphis team that begins the night half game off the pace. Atop the Western Conference. Shadic muscle to the deck. For a Memphis team that begins the night half game off the pace. Atop the Western Conference. Shadic muscle to the deck.
6 players average more than 6 points in the paint per game. So
sorry about that.
Jackson cleans up his own miss and another chance at 3.
I mean, I saw Luka Doncic do this to put his team into overtime a few weeks ago, but obviously you got Steven Adams out there, but you gotta block out. And the guards up there have to squeeze the shooter. Jackson taking advantage of the opportunity.
Grant, you think of the nucleus that they built here in Memphis. John Morant, 23. Jaren Jackson is 23. Desmond Bane, 24 years old.
Well, they've nailed it with the draft picks. They had high draft picks with Jackson Jr. and, of course, John Morant. But they found some gems. Obviously, Brandon Clark, Desmond Bain, just a young core that embodies the spirit of this team in this city.
Morant on the box. Well played by Shamet. Here's Brooks. Slithers into the paint. And more free throws for the Grizzlies. Grant, everyone says you need that second superstar. This has been amazing to watch what Memphis has become the last couple of years as they continue their ascension, and certainly their arrow is pointing up. The question will be, can they really become a legit championship contender and win those late rounds of the postseason with the way that this roster is built? You've got your stud, of course, John Morant, and all these pieces around him. It's going to be fascinating to watch.
It will be. I mean, you have some great pieces. They complement each other well, but as you know, and as you said, you get deeper in the playoffs, into the conference finals, into the finals. Multiple guys who have the ability to go out and create plays when all things slow down. As we see the general manager here for the Memphis Grizzlies, a Duke graduate, I might say.
Zach Kleiman, the boy wonder, their vice president, the man who's constructed this roster, such an organic nature to how they built this thing here.
Yeah, let me clarify. Duke law degree, man.
I thought they had the law school down at Duke. Yeah. Pretty good. Bridges no good as we throw it over to 3D.
Well, guys, as we see Ja in transition, we saw in the playoffs when Ja's on the floor, they're a different team, even though the record speaks for itself when he's down on the floor. So, Grant, to your point, if Ja's healthy and the team goes deep in the playoffs, the way the chemistry, the way they play together, they're a dangerous team as they stay together.
But you know, it's interesting. You think about the teams that are contenders this year, as Memphis is. You think about
Bridges, what a finish! And he will step to the free throw line as Phoenix desperately trying to stay within striking distance.
And desperate indeed, and this is fantastic. Driving, feeling the contact, hearing the whistle, getting the ball up to give yourself a chance. And Bridges has shown a couple of those and one opportunities here tonight, and Phoenix just trying to stay in this game, weather this storm right now, and give Mikal Bridges, he is doing his part. But you think about, we've got teams like Boston with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and of course Milwaukee with their big three. Brooklyn playing better this year. Durant out right now, but multiple guys. Golden State last year. Memphis doesn't have that. Baines having an incredible season as Williams knocks down a corner three, but can they win a championship with just one superstar? It remains to be seen.
Well, they certainly have shown that they can contend. 56 wins last year. How far can this team go this season as Bridges misses inside the free throw line? Grizzlies 29-13, 9 straight wins. A team that hasn't lost since 2 days after Christmas. The game actually was played here against Phoenix. That is Morant. Trying to bring this Phoenix defense to its knees. He's got 21 for the Grizzlies.
And just great patience right there by Morant. Taking his time, waiting for things to unfold, getting to his spot, finishing, a little celebrating, a little dancing there on the floor. I call it chair dancing. I'm good at chair dancing. As long as I don't have to use my feet, I'm good.
I am a good chair dancer as well. That's about all I got. Something tells me John's pretty good on his feet as well. What a night he's putting together for the Grizzlies. 3-point play makes it an 18-point game suddenly as they have blown this game wide open. Meantime, an offensive foul here off the ball against Phoenix.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton setting a screen, but rolling as he was setting that screen. The officials are very consistent with calling that moving screen call.
So third personal against Ayton. Can the Suns stop the bleeding? Brooks comes up empty.
Right now they got to do it possession by possession, get stops, and be precise with their execution. When they share the ball and swing it from side to side, they can get scoring opportunities.
There's Bridges on a stick back.